The idea of an open day is to bring people into the practice. The key to it is to get people through the door. What we want is the people to come into the practice in a more relaxed atmosphere and visit the areas of the practice they haven't seen either previously because we weren't built or because, as I say, they just don't get the chance usually when they come in to go into the areas of operating. They don't go into the kennel areas, whereas today the whole practice is open them to have a look at. We're going to have ultrasound scanning being done, which is quite interesting to see what's happening in the insides of a doggy as they work. It's like having a baby scan. You can see the little parts moving around. You can have a look at the x-ray and see some of the x-rays and things we've taken before. We get the chance to go into theatres and have a look at what we do in theatre to some extent. Plus it's just the more relaxed atmosphere today. You know, normally if you come in, your pet's unwell, you just have that sort of worried feeling, and the worried feeling doesn't make for you actually to notice anything else that goes on around you in the practice, whereas today there's much more time to chat, meet the staff, meet some of the staff that don't necessarily go out the front of the practice so much, that are beefing away behind the scenes, and to meet lots of other people in the practice and just get to know us a little bit better. Part of today is the advertising of several charities do good work in terms of animal rescue and rehoming.
We're a small self-funded local rescue, mainly doing stray dogs, but we also take in other animals. We raise our money by local car boots and local events, you know, to raise the money to help us care for the animals while they find new homes. I have to say the most unusual pets we've had are 2 pigs and 2 coonies, a male and a female, which are now living happily in a local small holding.
PJ Cat rescue cats from all over. We have been known to go all the way to Grimsby and we picked up 5 cats needing medical attention. We have been to Lincoln to pick up 2 or 3 cats. We've had some come up from London where an owner had died and the cats needed to be put down, and we had them brought up to us. So we do go all over and we will help out wherever we can.
Tortoises make good pets if you create an interesting environment for them. The days are gone where we kept tortoises in a square patch of lawn. Now we try to encourage people to create an environment in which they live as natural as possible, and they become more interesting animals. Research the diet, provide supplementary heat, put the tortoise out in the garden under natural sunlight as much as possible, and feed a natural diet of weeds and flowers, no lettuce. No tomatoes. The old-fashioned diet is the junk food diet. Norfolk Tortoise Club offers support, advice, lots of information on how to care for your tortoise. We have a Facebook page, Norfolk Tortoise Club, and we also have a website. Terrington Veterinary Centre can help because they have a knowledgeable tortoise vet available. There's a lot of incorrect advice available on the internet nowadays. It's better to seek knowledgeable advice to get correct information on how to feed, supplement and heat your tortoise efficiently.
Microchipping is the implantation of a grain of rice sized microchip into your pet. The idea of that is it permanently identifies the pet so that if it gets lost we can find it again. Not so much find it in terms of locate it, but if it gets brought into a veterinary practice or any of the rescue societies or any of the dog rescue places, it will be chipped and we can scan the chip and find out the person's details. We get lots of cats particularly that are lost, and although it's not mandatory in cats, if anything, cats are the ones that tend to get lost more often. The nice thing about today is we've kind of spiced it up a little bit with some exotics. We're mainly dog and cat practice, we do see some reptiles particularly, but today there's birds of prey. There's a lot of tortoises here from one of the local rescue societies. There's some baby emus, there's some lizards, and there's a lot of doggies obviously, and a few cats as well. But as I say, it's primarily just to get people interested. There's a lot of competitions for the young children to do. So the whole idea is to get them in and get them interested, get them to see things like the giant tortoises and the emus that they won't see anywhere else, and touch and feel those sort of things. So it makes it memorable for them. And for the parents, it's just to see the areas of the practice they haven't seen before, to talk to staff, to get their animals chipped. The most amazing thing from the parental point of view is the older people see, wow, you're a much bigger building than they thought you were, the areas of theatre, but those are the areas that they just never get to see, and they will do today.